tell us about your bands that you played in.
I'm from a metal band called Funhouse.
Funhouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Ginger Merkin.
And I've been in Ginger Merkin I've been doing Ginger Merkin since 1996. So I switched to country music in 96.
That's when you started playing guitar? You played guitar the whole time?
No. I started playing guitar just about 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I still haven't figured it out, but I don't embarrass my band anymore.
No, you seem like you figured it out.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I fight it. Like, the guitar is like a battle for me. Like,
yeah.
I fight it it's like I'm not like an esoteric player. I'm more like make it do things that I want to do the wrong way. I don't play technically apps anywhere near correctly.
Well, that's the right way to play. That's the way Picasso painted, right?
That's true.
I didn't get to ask him, but I but I appreciate his work.
Yeah, definitely. So tell us how Funhouse started.
Yeah.
Funhouse started
because you told me you were almost in Bad Brains, right? You were almost.
But that was after. That was during, like, Funhouse. Like, all of a sudden started falling apart. For really. Just, I mean, looking back on life, I hate the reasons that it's like we would have probably... It's like that moment in life where people listen to the Funhouse music that came out. They think we only made one record, and we ended up making 3.
Yeah.
And they're really good records, and they're far beyond the what people got with the first record. The first record was just supposed to be like a demo to get our foot in the door. So we made it ourselves. And... when Funhouse separated and then came back, we were like, everybody looked up to us, and so during the time that it fell apart, like, it started going downhill. I got a call from Bad Brains, from the guitarist, and we were in discussions about me joining the band, and so
what happened with all that?
He wanted me to move to New York, and I had just gotten my first apartment after being, like, basically on the streets and, sacrificing and selling things that I didn't want to sell, to get an apartment. So it was to think about moving to New York. And, I had a girlfriend at the time who broke up with me because I didn't do it. So, I've been offered to be in a lot of bands, and I've really had so much faith in Funhouse that I basically, like Funhouse, I was in it to win it. So it was either Funhouse or bust.
So when did Funhouse form? You said
1980, late 86.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
How did that come about? Did you put the band together, or were you just guys all friends, or how did the band, form?
Funhouse was already existed, and then they lost their singer. I think his name was Rob, and he was really good. But something happened with that, and they needed a singer. And so Tracy Guns, I had been kind of in his shadow I was his guitar tech, and I wanted to sing. We had met through the Recycler, and the Recycler kids was like, that was like social media. That's like how you found other musicians, through this free newspaper that you put ads in.
That's awesome.
And I put an ad, and Tracy Guns and I became friends. And I then became his roadie. And he did a really big one for me and called me one day and said, hey, they got Phil Lewis, and I think I was kind of heartbroken at the time because I wanted to be in LA Guns, but I've been through some stuff in life where I'd shaved my head and my hair was growing out and I didn't look quite right, for the part of being in a metal band. I was still growing my hair back out, and I was starting to look kind of metal cool again, and then Tracy got me in Funhouse, and that was like with Mark Vachon. Mark Vachon was the leader of Funhouse.